Thomas was just waking up from a good night's sleep. The other engines had woken up before him. "You're finally awake," said Henry. "We were worried that you would be asleep all day." "Sir Topham Hatt won't allow that," said James. "Unfortunately," added Gordon. "Quiet down," said Percy. "He's coming." Sir Topham Hatt gave each engine their jobs for the day, until Thomas was the only engine left. "I have a very special job for you," he said. "Thomas, you must collect Scout Wilder from Farquhar Station." Thomas's boiler bubbled with excitement. He did not know who Scout Wilder was, but with a name as impressive as that, he knew he had to be important. "Yes, sir," he said, and set off to find some coaches. "Move aside, Duck," said Thomas. "I have a very special job to do." "Wait your turn," said Duck. "I have a special job to do as well." "Oh, really? I bet it's not as important as my job." "Oh, really? I'm keen to know what your job is." "Collecting a VIP from Farquhar." "From Farquhar. Who's this VIP's name?" "Scout Wilder." Duck had decided to have some fun with Thomas. "The Scout Wilder?" he said. "That's the one." "Whoa, you're lucky, Thomas. Here, you go ahead of me." Thomas was now very conceited. "Wow, he must be really famous." After Thomas was washed and watered, he set off to Farquhar. As Thomas crossed through the countryside, he couldn't stop thinking about how important he was. Annie and Clarabelle couldn't be more sick of his boasting. Finally, Thomas had reached his destination. What looked to be a teen boy stood on the platform. "I'm here to collect Scout Wilder." "That's me." "Then all aboard." The boy boarded, the guard blew his whistle, and Thomas set off again. "Empty trucks, eh, Toby? You have my pity." "What are you on about?" "I'm carrying none other than Scout Wilder on Annie and Clarabelle. A very important person." "If he's so important, then how come I've never heard of him?" "You've never heard of him? Oh, I am surprised. He's very famous." Thomas didn't know who Scout Wilder was himself, but the thought of carrying a celebrity was wonderful. Toby wasn't buying it, though. "What does this Scout Wilder do?" He's a singer. In fact, I'm on the way to his concert right now." That was a very big lie, but Thomas wanted to sound more impressive. "Well, don't make me stop ya." So feeling quite proud of himself, Thomas left. As Thomas puffed out of sight, Percy arrived. "Guess what, Percy? Thomas is carrying someone famous." "Really? Who?" "Some sucker named Scout Wilder." "I've never heard of him." "Neither have I. But you know what? Since he's so famous, we can invite all the engines to greet him once he gets off Annie and Clarabelle." "How exciting! I'll start inviting now." Soon, all the engines were waiting at the station where Scout Wilder was supposed to be dropped off. "If anyone was to deliver a celebrity, it would have been me. No way, it would have been me, said Henry. Well, it wasn't either of you two. It was Thomas. I can't wait to see the celebrity, said Percy. Duck tried hard to keep his composure. The engine stared at Annie's door, which was about to open. Then the boy walked out. He felt rather awkward because everyone was staring at him. Your Majesty, said Terence. It is an honor to meet someone of such high class, said Henry. Can I get your autograph? Begged Percy. What's going on? So sorry about these engines, Mr. Wilder, said Thomas. You can go to your auditions. What auditions? I'm here to pick up my backpack I left behind on my field trip. So you're not famous? This little blue idiot was lying? We came all this way for nothing. The engine started to boo and jeer, for they had wasted all their free time for this. Thomas didn't feel so special anymore. Thomas was given some dirty looks that night. I'm sorry, guys, he said. I really didn't mean to waste your time like that. Maybe if you weren't so selfish, you'd know what you were doing, said Henry. I know, said Thomas. Percy pondered. Well, Thomas, you didn't know. And at least you got the job done, added Gordon. Thomas now felt a little better. But please, Thomas, for our sake, said James, make sure of what you are doing before you tell everybody. Thomas heartily agreed.